Hey guys, this is Pedro back with another interview, this time covering VCT Masters Toronto 2025. My guest at this time is another broadcast talent. Specifically, it's Yinsu Collins, finishing day 2 of finals weekend and finally wrapping up the work and all that good stuff, culminating into this very interview. So Yinsu, thank you so much for the opportunity, for making this happen for me. And first and foremost, just want to ask you, just sort of like, at the time of the recording, it's FNATIC beating Wolves. So how are you kind of looking at this end of the day?
Would you like me to look at the camera to you? I'll look at you because it's kind of more natural, right? Like we're chatting. Now, I feel it's been a long time since I felt this bittersweet about a FNATIC win, because you would expect that I would be very happy. Now I see Boaster walk in here, so yeah, I'm so happy FNATIC won. You can jump in and just give a wave, cheeky little wave. Yeah, I'm so happy you won, but it was kind of a lose-lose for me no matter what. I really wanted Wolves to do well, I want Paper X to do well, and I want FNATIC to do well. So it's espresso depresso no matter what happens. I just want to say how proud I am of Wolves, because for so long, on the global stage has always been about EDG. I love EDG. I have a lot of respect for EDG. I think they continue to push their region to become what it is now today. Without EDG, I don't think we would have a decent CN region. But I think it's nice that we've moved on from that now. It's not just EDG anymore. And everybody wanted Wolves to make the final, including me a little bit. I'm super proud of what they managed to achieve. I think Spring is a fantastic talent. I think he should be very proud of himself. I think Lysor proved a lot of people wrong. People haven't always been super kind about him on the internet, and I don't think anybody's going to have a bad word to say about him. YU was a duelist. He came in as just like a duelist main, steps aside, picked up a role, also has had crazy impact for his team. Sufat, I don't think there's anything negative you can say about Sufat.
It feels like he's become like the new star of China.
Yeah, not just China, I think. I think globally he's gained so many fans. He is super friendly, super hardworking. I remember when he first got here, when he met me, he was like, oh my God, I can't wait to learn from FNATIC. I can't wait to learn from you guys. Just being here. He has this kind of sense of wonder where he's like, oh, this is cool, this is fun. I'm just enjoying my time being here. And I think, because I've been to so many different events at this point, I don't even know this is probably in the double figures at this point. And it's been a while since I've seen a player that's come in and just want to be here, so happy to be here, that wants to do media, that is excited about interviews, that loves the fans as much as he does. So I have to, you can't not love him. Coach Fade, I think is a long time coming for him too. He's worked bloody hard to make it this far, and I think a lot of people can learn from his experience too. And who am I missing? Who's the last piece of the puzzle? I said him already. Lysor, YU, Sufat, Spring.
Juicy.
Oh, my goodness, how did I forget Juicy? I think Juicy's very similar. He just had this bewilderment, this wonder on his face of wanting to be here, wanting to learn, wanting to do well. And I think he did do very well. He's also so young. He's the youngest player in this tournament, which is crazy. And I'm so proud of every single one of them. I'm so proud that they represent the CN region. I'm so proud that they represent their, home countries too. And the fans love them. And I feel genuinely devastated they had to leave. Yeah. Sorry, that was a long answer.
No, it's as expected of yourself, but still, just you kind of mentioned a little bit about your experience in Toronto. How does it compare to all the other events that you've been doing in VALORANT, in the VALORANT more specifically? Because obviously you've been doing this for a very long time in 2020 and 2021. I remember that one message in Discord where you sent me, where you're saying hey, somebody's using a clip or using the same video that you made for your outlet, for their outlet. So it just goes to show the growth that you've shown in this game. So how does this event compare to all the other internationals?
Yeah, you're right. I've been to a few at this point. I'm getting on, with my age. But all jokes aside, this might be my favorite event this is, well, depends on what happens. Actually, yeah, because the final is FNATIC Paper X. I win no matter what. This might be my favorite event because of the crowd, first of all, has been amazing. I think what I can compare it to previously is Tokyo and Brazil. Tokyo, everybody cheered for every single team. It was great. And Brazil, my goodness, that's just a different level. I will never forget feeling the ground physically shake and seeing how passionate the fans were. But I think Toronto fans here, they can maybe match to a little bit of both of that Brazilian spirit, and also the way that everyone in Tokyo was just, they just wanted to cheer for every single player. And for me, I can't believe after 5 years, there's still something that's new for me. For example, I've never worked an event with Ender and Mel on the desk before. And that was an amazing experience. I've never done an event where I had to do interviews in like a very sort of on-the-fly Martin Brundle Formula One style. And I've learned a lot, because crowd work is not my best, but I've learned a lot from interacting with the fans and trying to improve my craft. And yeah, I'm going to circle this back to Wolves, but taking me 5 years to meet my favorite player, which is kind of cool. You don't really do this every event and have the same feeling of like, oh, this is new. So I think all of the new things are great, but also all of the returning things are amazing too. We have so many legacies coming back, seeing Crashies back. Oh my goodness. I didn't actually think that in 2025 we were going to see one of the Optic boys in a grand final. That's crazy. And also the streamers, making an effort to come here. You guys too, being able to meet you is kind of cool as well, because in the beginning of my career, we had no crowd, no press. Sometimes the games were played in a back room somewhere. So we've come really far, and I'm just very happy to be here, much like Sufat.
I mean, it's in one way one can look at the history of VALORANT by looking at your career, and like as you said, been doing this for a very long time and been able to look at new faces, old faces, and faces that you've already been accustomed to over the years in that same time frame. As we now kind of approach or somewhere past the 5-year anniversary of this title, how much has this game changed you as an individual?
I think I owe a lot to this game. I've met a lot of amazing people through this. I interviewed Sergio Aguero of all people, because I came from football. Yes. So I don't think I would have ever had the opportunity to do that if I stayed in football. But coming over to esports, having VALORANT, I've been internally grateful for being a part of this community, meeting amazing people, being able to find who I am, what I love, and just grow. Albeit a lot of mistakes made on the way, and you learn from that. You can't have a perfect journey or career or so on and so forth. And I also want to shout out to all the girlies out there that support me, that make me presents, that tell me that, just seeing me in this position, having a platform means a lot to them. Because when I was doing football, there was a lot of disparaging comments made, or being the reality of people that looked like me wasn't really on camera. And I felt really, really, down, and I felt like I couldn't do what I wanted to do and what I love because of what I look like, which sucks, but it's life. So now hearing that at least I have a little bit of good influence, despite my trolly, meme behavior. And every single time I meet a girl and they tell me that, or just them in general, I feel like I have a purpose, and I think that's very important to me.
Being a role model is definitely one that befits you, and you've been able to do this. Well, I mean, you kind of squirm at it, but I say it as the truth, and it's one in which you give effect to a lot of people, even myself. Covering this game gives me the passion to do all of this good stuff. I wish I could talk to you more, but I just got to wrap up. So still though, thank you so much, Yinsu. Really do appreciate it, and best of luck for everything beyond.
Thank you for having me.